Hello guys, and welcome to episode 21 of our Feed the Beast Let's Play series. So in this episode, I'm going to get up an automated AE crafting system. And now off camera, I've automated the inscribers with ME interfaces. And now these have been a huge pain because the interface to make these, well, I kind of wanted to do it off camera because I tried to do it on camera before and it completely failed. I had so many fails, it was just unreal because I didn't really know how to set it up. So I looked on the wiki and I found out an effective design, if I just break past this, is I've got two import buses right here. I've got one input or export bus, one putting silicon in and the other putting redstone in all the time. And I couldn't just use one side because I had to put the bottom in to put the silicon in for that input, and what I'm doing is from the top I'm then putting the appropriate logic circuits, and over here this is where I'm making all the circuits, where I'm making the silicon ones, the logic ones, the engineering ones, and the calculation processes. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, this episode I want to get set up a few, like the like with the furnace, for example, like all the alloy smelters, I'm going to get that set up this episode. So what that's going to require is an alloy smelter. Now, I'm going to put this into NAI mode. And let's look for an alloy smelter then. So an alloy smelter is 3 furnaces. And this is actually the pattern terminal, by the way. You can actually use it to do regular crafting as well. We're going to need a machine chassis. And for some reason that's weird, I can't actually click on that. Now, let me go and try the other terminal. Oh, it would appear we are missing gold nuggets. I believe we did teach the system how to make gold nuggets though, so I'm going to make, 40. And hopefully we can make this now? No, we don't have any iron bars. Here we go, we've got a machine chassis, and now all we really need is a cauldron. I have no idea why that is required to make an alloy smelter, and here we go. I'm now going to get this guy, and I'm going to put him, I don't know, about there I guess, and I'm going to need to power him with something. Now, do I have any stone facades? Yes I do, I'm going to keep a few of those handy. And get myself some energy conduits, because if you look under here, I'm using dense ME conduits, because dense conduits, they allow you to transfer 32 channels instead of 8. But as you can see on this AE system, I'm using a controller now, which can output 32 channels. As if you have a controller, the maximum channels you can have on the system is 8. And at this point, I realised, well, we've definitely gone past 8 channels, so I figured it was time to expand our AE network. So now I'm going to facade these guys. There we go. And this guy is now getting some power. That's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to worry about putting capacitors in him later, but for now I'm going to get an ME interface, as I believe I have a few of those handy. Here we go, I'll put this guy on top. Now I don't know if it really matters where you aim it, but I think I'm going to aim it downwards, because I'm going to have multiple conduits connecting to it. Now here, I'm just going to use some basic ME cable. Where is it? Here it is. There you go, my sound is, I'm just going to turn my music down a little bit actually, just so it's not overpowering me in the video. I'm going to connect that there, and hopefully I can get this to work. Now I believe energized alloy Was it called energized? No, energetic. Here you go. So energetic alloy is gold, glowstone, and redstone. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into processing mode. I'm going to put one of those into there per redstone, gold, and glowstone. And hopefully this is going to work, because I'm going to leave this guy in alloy mode. Actually, I'm going to put him in all smelting mode, and hopefully if I go into this AE terminal and go into stored, well, craftable items, and then I go into this guy, hopefully he should send it into here. Okay, so because we don't have any capacitors, this guy is going really slow compared to what we're used to, but I will definitely speed this up in the future, because it will be a bit of a pain. And it's just got the alloy. Now, it doesn't seem to actually collect it back up again, so I think what you need to do is, you know, I'm going to take that out of that mode. Yes, that doesn't seem to affect it, which I didn't think it really would. So what I'm going to need is an import bus. Now, do we have any import buses? I don't believe we have any handy, so, you know, I'm just going to make a few. I mean, they're not too expensive, but I believe we have automated the production of cores. So we need, I believe it was an annihilation core, so I'm going to send for a couple of those. No CPUs are available. Oh, I see, it's still crafting the energetic. But if I go into annihilation core, and there we go, we now should be able to get annihilation cores, because it's going to go through the process of crafting all these logic processes, which is pretty cool. Right, and so a piston, let's go make one of these, and I need to put it in crafting mode so I should be able to get it out. Get a sticky piston, and an import bus. I believe we should be able to make one now. Here we go. And what I want to do is just set it to import anything, and hopefully it should grab the energetic alloy. Are you going to grab the energetic alloy? Yes, you did. So now if I just get some energetic alloy and say I want, say, 10, hopefully this guy should get it smelted. Yeah, here we go. It's put some of each in. Now what I'm tempted to do is either have one smelter per operation, or whether to just have them all into one interface. I kinda don't really know what to do at this point. It definitely would help me for channels if I had all the smelting going in one, but the problem is this guy is really slow. So I think what I'm going to do to start off though is just get an oxidic capacitor. And these guys aren't too expensive, they just require some basic ones. I really should teach this guy to make oxidic capacitors. It would just be something really helpful for it to know. Alright, here we go. Now let's get some of those. Now what we're missing here, we're missing a glowstone block, which isn't that difficult, and we're missing some vibrant alloy. And vibrant alloy is ender pearls and energetic. Let's see, I'm going to get a little bit of this and some ender pearls. And we have a full stack, luckily, due to the fact that I've been farming some ender pearls. Oh, I believe that's just smelted ender pearls into ender pearl dust. Okay, that really was not a good idea, because I really did not want to get into pearl guns at this moment in time. Oh, Morgan, you've derped again. Let's see, I'll put those in there, and hopefully now we should be able to get some vibrant alloy. Here Here we go, oxidate capacitor. And now I'm going to put this guy in here. So hopefully he should be going a lot quicker anyway. Yeah, there's definitely a huge speed increase in that. Although if I didn't want to use alloy smelters for the processing, I could use thermal expansion furnaces. So I believe the thermal expansion ones aren't actually that bad, to be honest. I think the one we need is it the redstone furnace? From thermal expansion? Let's see, iron, electric, induction. Yeah, here it's the redstone furnace. And if we use resonant, then this guy will be pretty quick. But the problem is, he wouldn't be able to make alloys like the other ones can. So I think for general smelting we could use those. But the problem is we need the alloy smelter to actually make alloys. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to use two different... actually no, I think I'm just going to use one. Actually, because when this guy is making it, the CPU can only focus on one at a time anyway. So I might as well just stick with one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a processing pattern. Let's see, so vibrant alloy is one energized and an ender pearl. Here we go, add pattern, and now I'm going to throw this guy into the interface. So now hopefully I can go, I want some vibrant. Although searching craftable, here we go. I'll say, I don't know, 10 vibrant, please. And I don't believe there is actually enough energized in the system. So what he's going to do first of all is go through, I believe, as much and make as much vibrant as he possibly can. Well, how much energized do we have? Yeah, I think we've gone through all of our energized supplies, so I believe at some point he should begin to make some energized. Yeah, here we go. Now he's beginning to make more energized because he's run out. Although somehow that... Oh, there we go. So now it's using up these materials to make us a vibrant alloy. And I think as well, for this molecular assembler, probably a good pattern to have in it would be all the capacitors. So basic capacitor, obviously a very, very simple recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a crafting one, and here we go. Then I'm going to search for double layered. And looks like I need a little bit of energized alloy, so I'll request some of that. So I really must say though, definitely I'd say the inscriber one's probably going to be the most helpful auto crafting, because if you really don't know in Applied Logistics 2, I really do find it quite tedious, the way that you actually make all the different types of processors and presses. I really don't like the way that it's done, and I find it really tedious how you can only do it one at a time. Now, I don't really know why we can't actually... Oh, whoops. I wonder where that actually went. Because that meant it went to the AE system. That's really weird. Okay, well I'll just get some more blank patterns, and I will encode that onto a drive. So hopefully now I can put that one on there. But what happened to our double layered one? I believe I crafted it and that's what actually happened to it. I honestly don't know, but hopefully now, like if I search up to make an oxidate capacitor, it should then realise it has all these different things to make. But when you do autocrafting at AE2, or even in the earlier versions of AE, if you say needed an item, so for example, say I wanted So say I remove these planks and I request a stick. So say now I've got no sticks in the system. As you can see, what it will do is it will. Well, I believe I didn't take out all the planks in the system. I'll get rid of those planks and those planks. As you can see, what it will do is it'll say missing, but I believe what it will do is it will actually craft the planks first. Now, for some reason, it's not actually the dark oak wood pattern isn't actually working very well at the minute. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go for. Right, guys, I'll be right back once I've sorted out this pattern issue that we are having at the moment. Okay, guys, we are back. Now, I've actually done a little bit of mining with this cobalt hammer, and as you can see, I've graded up to master level. As I've been cutting a lot of wood, it's probably been about an hour since the last segment of the recording, as I've been chopping wood, and mainly been doing a little bit of mining. Although I did do the mining before I chopped all the wood and whatever, so now I believe I should be able to fix this pattern issue that we've been having, hopefully. So if I just search up oak and I just encode this pattern, hopefully now they should all dictionary every type of wood. I hope anyway. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna say craft 210 sticks. I believe it's gonna go through the oak first, but hopefully now it should all dictionary to all the other different types of wood. Hopefully that is just the plan though. And also, I just want to point out, I didn't actually mention this earlier, which I probably should have. I've actually tidied up this area up now. So this chest here with the cobblestone in it, it looks like this transfer node isn't actually keeping up as well as I thought it would be actually. I've been letting this run for ages now, and the cobblestone's just building up and building up, which I didn't actually think was going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I've actually automated the crafting of these things, because I knew I didn't need a lot of them. I've also automated the crafting of things like the blocks of redstone, because I thought they would definitely be helpful. So now we have 16 extra speed upgrades, and hopefully this should be enough to... Yeah, that's definitely enough to satisfy the demand of the cobbleworks. So as you can see now, this thing is producing cobblestone like crazy. Like, we're getting 81 cobblestone produced in probably less than a second, and that's, this is adding up. We're now probably at 6 turbo compressed cobblestone, which is 531,000 cobblestone, which is just over 500,000. That is pretty crazy, to be honest, and we're not too far away from having another 6 turbo compressed cobblestone, which then we can make into a septuple, which we can then compress into an octuple. Yeah, that's definitely satisfying the demands of the cobbleworks. But yeah, I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the world download for last episode anyways. And it looks like here, I did make a bedrockium drum, which has definitely been a big help in storing lava. As the lava in the nether, there really isn't that much in the area anymore. But there was a hungry node. Oh wow, this chest is filling up with ores very quickly, because I don't want to say I had a derp, but I basically was processing gravel and stuff, and then I forgot to... No, I was processing cobblestone to make into sand, and I didn't want these guys to accept it and make that into glass. So what I did was, as I stopped the feed of these guys getting dusts, and that basically backlogged the whole system, because I completely forgot what I'd done. So the quarry was running, producing ores, and the ores were just getting stuck in here basically, because they had nowhere else to go. But now the system looks like it's gradually beginning to catch up again. I mean, I wonder what our stuff's at now. Do we have any emeralds? I believe you can only find those in extreme hills biomes though, so I don't think we'll be finding those anytime soon. 210 diamonds. But let's look at our ingot count. We definitely are not running low on ingots. I would have to say that. And I don't know if I mentioned this in last episode, but there's now Endurium in here now. I think I mentioned it in last episode, but just in case, there you go, there's now Endurium in my reactor. Sorry for doing a lot of off-camera work, by the way, guys. It's just the fact that I've been busy a lot as well, and obviously my recorder's been acting up a little bit. But anyways, now let's get on with the second part of the episode, and that is a tree farm. Now, we won't have enough time to do this at all in this episode, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of get the foundation ready for making a tree farm, because wood clearly is a problem for us. Okay guys, I think we have hit the wrapping up point for the episode. But I would like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.